boys mine.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Live from FedEx Forum, this is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
What's up, y'all? Welcome into the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
Single on Lang.
It's the Monday edition, which means it's, of course, more intimate, more personal. Some say more distinctive.
More sexual.
Some say more independent. Some say more
sexual.
musical.
Some say more musical.
I'm Lang Whitaker. I'm here
More
with
vibey.
John Roser's here next to me in the more intimate studio. Rob Fisher joins us from his intimate hotel room in San Francisco.
Best hotel in the league? Best hotel? That's what I've heard.
Arguably.
Arguably.
Oh. Best hotel in the league. Yeah.
What rivals?
Salt Lake City.
Where do you stay in Salt Lake City?
The Grand American.
Okay.
Which was built basically for the Olympics, and every room is a suite. So that's pretty awesome.
Wait, for which Olympics? The ones coming up?
No, the Winter Olympics. They had a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, they had the Winter Olympics when Mitt Romney was the governor.
I thought it was like early 2000s when they had the Winter Olympics. And I know they're getting it again.
I don't remember what year it was. Let me look.
Okay. Yeah, we're already off track here.
I know one of the guys from Slam covered it, 2002. There you go.
Yeah, so that was over 20 years ago.
Right. Yeah. Beautiful hotel.
But I know
It's
someone who
probably the
stayed
best
in
in the
that
league.
hotel right when it was being built at the same time.
All right.
Anyway, Rob joins us from San Francisco, where the Memphis Grizzlies tonight will take on the Golden State Warriors, 9 o'clock our time, Central Time, God's time, on FanDuel Sports Network. Rob will be on the call alongside Brevin Knight and Pete Pranica. So thanks for joining us today. We got a lot to get to, a lot of college football from over the weekend. But first, John Roser, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Yeah. I think a strong weekend, a little
strong weekend. I like
strong weekend. You know, the Friday night Grizz, horrible. Saturday night Grizz, great. I thought we had a good football weekend
it was a
too.
Trick or treat with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I had a good football weekend on Saturday. Sunday was not so much good for me, but it's it happens. Wasn't good for your team either.
No, although I spent Sunday.
But was it good for Rob? He's got like 7 teams.
Yeah,
I lose
he'll
track.
Find a team and make it a good weekend.
Yeah.
I
had
Sunday,
a great weekend.
I was a judge on Sunday at the 34th annual Memphis Kosher Barbecue
I remember when I used to get asked to judge stuff. I've judged several things. I need to get asked to judge things.
So when I
again.
was leaving there, they said last year Pete Pranick and I did it together. This year Pete was on the road, so I just did it. Chris Harrington was there. A lot of other people, local people, and they said when I was leaving, they were like, "Hey, we want to try next year to get somebody else from Grind City Media here." And I was like, "It's out in East Memphis." And I was like, "Oh, Roser lives out here. I'll bring Roser with me." And they were like, "Great."
Perfect.
So,
yeah,
sure
I absolutely judge some food. I used to judge. I judged Grilled Cheese Festival. Yeah, I did that for I think 2 years. I judged Burger Fest one year.
Okay.
It was like me and D'Angelo Williams and there's a couple other people.
Next year will be the 35th annual.
Jessica might have done Burger Festival the year I did it too. If she was here, she might have done it.
Yeah, I judged
but that's back when she was in TV.
I judged this thing for the Grizz community. It was like a student cooking competition with Shelby County Schools, and the winning dish went into the Shelby County School rotation.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they did. They ended up doing it. Was basically like a rip-off Chipotle bowl.
Yeah, right.
But like kids love that.
That is better than probably anything else they're eating at school.
This weekend, I had to judge the beef brisket category and beans. So a lot of beans, barbecue beans.
And you know what they say about beans.
It's true. I tell you. Went home and
I did.
Tried to sleep it
Memphis. I don't know if they have as many as they used to, but we went on a run here, Fish. Because you were here. We went on a run in the mid 2010s, like 2010 to like 2018, like right before COVID, where we just had a festival for everything. So I remember one year I judged, and I think Jessica's husband actually, Chris Luther, judged this with Breakfast Festival.
All right.
Oh,
So
nice.
you make people get out to this place. It's by the Southern College of Optometry right down the street. We had to get out there at like 7 in the morning and just judge breakfast food, which if
good.
you can't make breakfast food, then you suck at cooking. So, like, I'm serious. Like, come on. Anybody can make breakfast food.
Eggs, bacon.
Yeah.
Fish, how was your weekend? Good stuff?
It was great. I had some bison chili. Over the weekend.
I
Where was
like that.
Who made that?
It was on the. We had it on the plane.
Oh, wow.
Yesterday, and it was over
Gourmet
pasta.
plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was good.
I don't know if I'd be serving a bunch of people on an airplane beans and chili.
Especially a 4-hour flight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I survived it. I did all right.
Man.
So that was good. But that was good. As Roser mentioned, a good win for the Grizzlies, a horrendous loss for the Grizzlies over the weekend, and some good college football. And, another coach losing his job in the SEC. And I don't think we're done with coaches being gone from the SEC.
Well, let's start with the big win. The biggest win from this weekend was for Memphis. And it wasn't really the Grizzlies, I think. It was the Memphis Tigers on Saturday.
Yeah.
Come from behind, down 14 in the fourth quarter to beat South Florida 34-31. We didn't know if they were going to have a quarterback. Brendan Lewis ends up starting, throws for 307 yards. South Florida has Byron Brown's awesome, and I kind of thought he was going to be too much for Memphis to handle. He finished with 269 yards passing and 121 yards rushing. But Memphis kind of held everyone else in check and was able to come from behind in that fourth quarter and get the win. Does this make Memphis the favorite to get out of the group of four or whatever we call them now?
Well, we'll see. I mean, they still have games in front of them. I mean, I think you could say that they have their toughest conference games. South Florida was their toughest conference game to this point, but I think you could say outside of South Florida, they are still to play their three of their four hardest conference games ahead of them. And they've got Rice on Halloween. And then after that, it is Tulane, East Carolina, and Navy, which will be,
Gauntlet.
if you're ranking their four toughest conference games, you would say South Florida, Tulane, East Carolina, and Navy, whatever order you want to put them in. No. So they still have three of their four toughest conference games left to play. But it does put them back in a position where, they can make the college football playoff. They just got to take care of business now. And you hope that UAB loss was just bad week, and sometimes it happens.
That's the thing, because coming out of the UAB game, I think we all said the same thing. This has happened before. This is very familiar, where they've had their destiny in their own hands, and then they've blown it. Well, okay, so they blew it already. So are we back on board now? Are we back on board of they control their own destiny?
Yeah,
they can do this. They can get to the playoff, or do we expect there's going to be another slip up at some point?
That's they have to avoid the second slip up, because that's what they have not avoided. They've always had the one slip up last year. You got gashed for 9,000 yards by Blake Horvath and Navy, your third, fourth game of the season. Okay, one slip up, fine. But then you had the second win on the road at UTSA, which come to find out one of your former players was giving them your plays and everything.
That didn't work out.
The year before that, you had you lost to Missouri. Fine, you can lose to Missouri. But then you lost to Tulane, and then you ended up losing to SMU. So you have to avoid the second slip up.
I also think perhaps this year it's different than it has been in those other years, because in the past years it felt like you lost one game and you were done.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even lose the one. Now I don't know. It just feels like college football is just so wide open this year. Like there's 3 teams that might be elite.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just pretty good, and it feels like you can lose maybe 2 and still make it into the playoff.
Yeah.
I don't know if that stands true for a group of 5 team as much as it does for a Power 4, but for Memphis, I think they're still alive. And Rob, like you mentioned how every year we kind of feel it's hard to trust this Memphis team because they always have a game like that UAB game. Does beating the South Florida team give you confidence that they can win out the rest of the way?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question, because I felt good about this team 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I had felt bad about this team a week ago. Now today, I'm like, all right, well, maybe they can, but can they knock off Navy and Horvath? Something they couldn't do last year. Does Tulane get them? Does East Carolina get them? Because another get, and it's not going to happen. A playoff won't happen for a group of 4, a group of 5 team to have 2 losses. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much confidence I have of them running the table unscathed the rest of the way, just because that UAB game left such a horrible taste in my mouth.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that I would say probably their toughest one, I think that road game at East Carolina could be the tough one. They have generally been really good at home with Ryan Silverfield. They have been. And so you do get Tulane and Navy at home. And I'll say for the Navy game, it's the last game of the year. If you're able to get to the point where that Navy game, you still only have 1 loss by the time you play Navy. The good thing with that, if you're able to beat you're able to beat East Carolina on Saturday, you won't play again. That Navy game is November 27th. So you do have that Navy, triple option can sometime on a short week or a week to prepare is tougher to prepare for, but they're going to have 12 days. So that'll at least be nice. If you can get to that point, it's all looking way too far ahead, and it should just be next game at a time. But
Navy's on Thanksgiving, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the Tulane one scares me just because I think they're so good, but maybe you get lucky and Summerall gets thrown around as one of these head coaching candidates or leaves or something between now and then, and just causes some distress for them. Since October 27th, or as of October 27th, 2025, Ryan Silverfield at Simmons Liberty Bank Stadium is 53-9. So,
yes,
to your point,
they've been good at home under Silverfield. They have been.
They were 7-0 at home last season too. The other big kind of local game, and for those of us who had a big dog in this game. Roof.
Yeah, anyway, big dog.
My big dog pick was Ole Miss to beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma was favored by, I think it got up to 5. It was 3.5 when we made the pick, and then it kept going up. And Ole Miss came from behind to get the win in that game, 34-26. Looked good at the start. Oklahoma got back into it. My guy Trinidad James had 315 yards passing and a touchdown for Ole Miss. Oklahoma converted.
Wait, I got to ask you.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Trinidad James?
He's the quarterback for Ole Miss.
No, that's Trinidad Chambliss. But you've said that now in the last couple of weeks, Trinidad James. Is Trinidad James somebody?
He's a rapper.
Oh, he's a rapper.
Gold all in my chain.
Yeah.
Gold all in my ring. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Hey,
come on,
Papa
banger.
Molly, I'm sweating.
Banger.
He's a rapper who's been around for a long time. Actually, I'll send Kyra something that we can post in a minute. Ole Miss got the win in that game. I think a lot of people weren't really sure what to make of them. They just come off that Georgia loss and had been a top 5 team, and now all of a sudden they lose to Georgia. They actually, I thought, played pretty well. I mean, they held Oklahoma to 4 third down conversions in that game. And maybe some of that's Mateer's hand and him coming back perhaps earlier than he should have. But I was just impressed with the way Ole Miss played in that game. Rob, do you think Ole Miss is still alive in the playoff talk?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think to go through those last two games 1-1, if you would have said that at the beginning of the season, you would take it. And frankly, they didn't, play terribly against Georgia. They were in that game until the end. So, and then to go to Oklahoma and that team that's got such a great defense and a team that has gone under the total in every game so far this season and blew by it this week because Ole Miss's offense was very good.
Yeah.
And the defense made some timely plays as well. You look at the rest of their schedule, that was the gauntlet. They just went through the gauntlet. Now they got everything at home. Everything's in the state of Mississippi the rest of the year. And probably their toughest game the rest of the season is the Egg Bowl, which will be at Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And, that's an interesting matchup. But Ole Miss, if they're going to be a playoff team, they should be able to handle business in that. So, I think they're very much alive in this playoff and very much alive in the SEC right now, too.
I think because
of their remaining schedule.
Yeah, I think the big thing with Ole Miss, you got to give them credit for that they haven't done so far. If you look at this last week against Georgia, they're neck and neck with Georgia the entire game.
Yeah.
They look like they're very bit as an equal counterpart as Georgia. And then the fourth quarter, it just all falls apart. And then you get to this game against Oklahoma, and they absolutely look better than Oklahoma in this game. The first half, a lot of the third quarter, and then Oklahoma comes and gets that lead right before the end of the third quarter, grabs it 26-25, and it's like, oh my God, this is going to happen again. And Ole Miss responds and outscores Oklahoma 9-0 in the fourth quarter. They didn't. One of the things we talked about Memphis taking that loss, that second loss that you just don't need to take, taking the unnecessary losses. Ole Miss has typically been a team, they take the unnecessary loss.
Yep.
You go to last year. They lose on the road at LSU in overtime. That's no big deal. Like that can happen. But they lose at home to Kentucky, and then they lose on the road at Florida, at a bad Florida team. And it's like just unnecessary losses you can't take. The year before that, there was no big deal. You lose to Alabama and Georgia. The year before that, you lose to Alabama, and then you let it spiral, and you lose to Arkansas, and you lose the Egg Bowl to Mississippi State. So for Ole Miss, they typically have just, when they've had kind of a crushing loss, they've kind of let another crushing loss happen to them later in the season. I think that is a character win for the Rebels.
Well,
character win for the Rebels.
Let's talk about crushing losses because Mississippi State had this lead on
Holy
Texas.
crap, that was my big dog.
Yeah.
I was confident as could be.
I mean, they look great. One of my buddies went to Mississippi State, and we were doing the warm-up show on Grind City Media, and I started getting texts from people that are like, all these Mississippi State fans are like, we're going to do it. We're beating Texas, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you get, no, they're not going to do it. They're not
no.
Gonna,
no,
this is happening. So Texas gets the win. Arch Manning has ends up with a concussion protocol, so we don't know if he'll be back next week. But for Mississippi State, John Roser, since you're still on camera, do you think Mississippi State? Do you feel better if you're Mississippi State? I mean, you got to feel better than you felt in a long time, don't you? If you're a Mississippi State fan this year.
Look, that I would say there were like 4 SEC win totals that I liked this year, and they were all unders. Mississippi State is the one that has proved me wrong.
Yeah.
The others, I'm right on them, and but this has been the one that proves me wrong. Definitely. The only thing I will say for Mississippi State, it's nice to have. It's good to have this year. They've been better this year than we thought they were going to be. Than I thought they were going to be. The only thing is, like, so I was watching that game when Fish saw me. I was hanging out by the pregame show. Yeah. One of their directors, had it on an iPad in front of them. And so I'm just like squinting down looking at his iPad. And the only thing with Mississippi State is the SEC, there comes a point where you do need to be able to, in a close game, you need to be able to run clock.
Yep.
And Mississippi State, like, they were still playing tempo. Yeah. When it was the time where, okay, man, you've got a 17-point lead, you got a 10-point lead, like you need to.
And they have good running backs. Like Bothwell's really good,
but they don't like have the line of scrimmage guys to be able to really. Okay, we're going to slow everything down and push you around and try to get first downs here with the run game late in games. And so I think that long term, I think that's something that Lebby will have to address. But No, they have been so much more impressive than I think a lot of people thought they were going to be.
They've been competitive every week.
They've been competitive. Yeah. They lost a heartbreaker to Florida, too.
They were up 2 scores on Texas, right at the end of the game.
They were 38-21 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Man, the Florida game they had in their grasp, too. No, Mississippi State.
I remember looking at their schedule at the beginning of the year, and we thought, and as you mentioned, John, I think we all took the under for Mississippi State because it was a matter of, where are they going to find a win in conference? And it didn't feel like there was, because of the way the schedule was laid out, it didn't feel like there was a win in conference. But, we talk now about the Ole Miss and Ole Miss having a pathway to the playoff, and their hardest game is going to be at Mississippi State. Not because it's the Egg Bowl, not because you just throw the records out for the Egg Bowl, but because Mississippi State's been real competitive and has been a real football team. So I give Jeff Lebby a lot of credit. I think they've done everything but have the wins show up.
Yeah,
but they've been right there.
To your point, they could very well, their 4-4 could very well be 7-1. Tennessee, they lose in overtime, and then Florida and Texas. Texas, they also lose in overtime. Like they're right there. They've been right there in those games. And if Mississippi State is 7-1, what are they ranked? And they're in the playoff conversation if they're 7-1.
They should be, definitely. Let's go. One more SEC thing I want to talk about. Today we found out Brian Kelly, I guess it was yesterday, he got fired from LSU. I actually wrote tomorrow's Grind City Media newsletter largely about college coaches, and Brian Kelly has the same winning percentage as Nick Saban and Ed Orgeron at LSU. He didn't win a title. Those guys both did in their first 4 years. So did Les Miles. So he's out of there. But he's gone. James Franklin's gone. Billy Napier's gone. All these schools have fired all these coaches. Are they gonna they think they're just gonna find some coach somewhere that's better than these guys? Like, that's my question.
Right.
Is there's 2 coaches, right, or 3 coaches right now coaching in college football who have won a championship. 3.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart, Dabo Swinney, Ryan Day, and he just joined the club. Like, there's not a lot of proven guys out there you can go get. And if you're one of these schools, what are you going to do? My question, Rob, is if you're one of these coaches, which of these job openings is most attractive to you?
I think LSU is probably the most attractive because we've seen the last 3 coaches prior to Brian Kelly win championship there. Because of the talent in the state of LSU, and you have the talent cornered in the state for LSU. I'd say probably Florida is number 2. But man, you're banking on Florida's history, and you've got to go back a long time now to talk about the history being positive. But what's Penn State's history? What have they done? So I would put them 3rd, but LSU, I think, is the runaway best job available in college football right now, just because the luxury of having so many homegrown players right in the backyard of that place and the success that every coach has had there.
The domino effect that this is going to cause, too.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it's going to cause a massive domino effect. Because there's going to be some, like, big bank take little bank thing here with, like, LSU, Florida, and Penn State. They're going to go take smaller schools. They're going to go take their head coaches.
Summerall's going somewhere from Tulane.
Yeah, Summerall's from Tulane. I don't think Kiffin's going to leave Ole Miss.
I don't either.
I actually don't either. I think they're going to pay him. They're going to pony up the money and pay him, which they have a good NIL thing. And I think the truth is, like, bro, Lane Kiffin can make the college football playoff with how they have it set up, like, 1 out of every 3, 1 out of every 4 years, and he's going to be cool and live a great life.
Yeah.
But you make the college football playoff 1 out of every 3, 1 out of every 4 years at Florida and LSU, and you're fired.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
You're gone if that happens. So why not just stay in Oxford? I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Baton Rouge or Gainesville, but, like, I've been to Oxford, and Oxford's a pretty nice town, man. Like, if you want to live a really good life.
There's less from the fans. There's less of that feeling of, like, if we don't win a title, you're done. Like, it's right. People in Oxford, they'd be happy you go 10-2,
right,
for another decade.
You make the college football playoff.
Yeah,
like Ole Miss is super happy with you there.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we got to take a break. We still got some fish nuggets to get to. Fish, I don't know. Did you have bad beats for this week? I didn't even ask.
No, we're good.
All right, we're good.
You covered them.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. It's time for the game show that has been sweeping the country. Who said it?
Who said it?
You're watching The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
Let's go, Grizz, let's go!
Oh, John Moran just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take them ball! Defense, take them ball!
Jared with a rejection.
Give me that!
Moran digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brendan Clark.
Ooh, on that rim!
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dome Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dome Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Let's go, Grizz, let's go!
Oh, John Moran just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take them ball! Defense, take them ball!
Jared with a rejection.
Give me that!
Moran digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brendan Clark.
Ooh, on that
Who said it? Who said it?
Welcome back to The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media. I'm Ling Whitaker alongside John Roser, Rob Fisher, and Kyra. And it's time for the game show that has been sweeping the country. Who said it? Which where we try to guess the sounds from press conferences and different things around the world of sports. It swept the country from coast to coast, LA to Chicago, from Memphis to Bristol, Connecticut. CJ is pretty competitive with this. Roser is a little less so. Rob's pretty competitive too, so we'll see if we can figure some of these out.
Whoa! I've been competitive with these.
You also get upset if I don't use a quote from within 2 days of the show.
That's
This is true. I think that's fair.
CJ said that
We'll
it's
see.
not fair.
I was so busy this weekend with hoops.
CJ said CJ gave me a waiver on that. He says I could use anything I want.
I did not
game.
get. I was even yesterday. I did not get to watch as much of the NFL as I wanted to because I was prepping hoop stuff.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I was eating beans.
You
All
were.
right, let's get to some bonus clips to start this off. Hey guys, Halloween's right around the corner.
Yep.
Are you guys dressing up as anything? Rob, you went as me that one year.
No, I'm not. I don't dress up for Halloween.
Okay, just for games.
Wow.
Rose, are you going to dress up? We have a game that night.
I do need to dress up. I need to figure that out. But I think I need to do something fun.
I thought about just doing like the novelty teeth or something, just something like kind of not too much of an investment.
Dracula, yeah.
My son's a Happy Gilmore. You got a Happy Gilmore jersey.
You got a Bruins jersey?
Yeah, it says Gilmore 19, $20 on Temu or whatever. Yeah.
Has it gotten here yet?
Oh, yeah, it came.
All right.
I'm ahead
I
of
know
the curve.
sometimes you order from like DH Gate. It takes like 3 months to get
I
here.
got ahead of it. Here's a house that did Halloween decorations somewhere in North Carolina. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's the story of Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, Jordan, whatever her name is.
I have no. What am I looking at?
It's the skeleton holding the other one up in the air.
Yeah.
It's Belichick in his Navy shirt with
That's a commitment to the bit.
Jordan interviewing. There's several different versions. There was the mermaid one too. So I don't know. It's a good idea. Maybe if you're going to a Halloween party, Roser, you and your girlfriend could do the Bill Belichick and the girlfriend
No,
thing.
I'm good. She's not that much younger than me. she's only like 2 years younger than me, 3 years younger than
I don't know,
me.
just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Here's another bonus. We played the New Orleans Pelicans on opening night. And now that basketball season's happening and we're starting to get more press conferences, clips of basketball. I just don't know if you guys saw this clip. This is pretty great. This is on the bench during the game. They had Jordan Poole mic'd up. And he's sitting next to a rookie, Derek Queen. And you can listen to this conversation between the two of them. And Derek Queen has a sort of an innocent question for a veteran player.
Yo, so do we have to put these on?
What?
This stuff on?
No. These? No. Put on because in some arenas it be freezing. Some arenas got like hockey rinks underneath it. So it'd be a little bit colder like Boston or DC.
So Derek Queen was like, do we have to wear the team-issued warm-ups on the bench? And he's like, no, as he puts them on.
So he's right about that, about the ice.
The cold ones.
So Landers Center for hustle games, there have been some hustle games I'm like, yo, it is freezing down here. And it's because they have like the Disney on Ice thing the next couple of nights. So they have the ice underneath the court. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the clips. We got 6 clips to get through today. And let's start with clip 1. Coaches, they're as good as their record. And unfortunately, Billy's record wasn't all that good. In 4 years, not just this year. Who said it?
Could that be Steve Spurrier? He's always got a comment about Billy.
Nick Saban.
What's your answer?
I'm saying Saban.
All right.
All right.
I'll go with Spurrier.
It could be, yeah. Spurrier does sound.
You know, coaches, they're as good as their record.
call,
And
Fish.
unfortunate, Billy's record wasn't all that good in 4 years, not just this year. And our management, our AD and president, whoever, thought it was time to go ahead and make a change. We did beat Mississippi State, although we made some errors during the game that almost cost us. Fortunately, Trey Smack, our field goal guy, made 3 in a row. And we won.
53-yarder,
we won by 2 points. And then, fortunately, they threw the ball to our defensive tackle to end the game. That was a heck of a play by him. He dropped.
Anyway.
Good call by D coordinator. I guess.
So that's where I should have known it was Spurrier. Is the in 4 years, not just this year. That is the Spurrier thing.
The thing I learned today that makes this quote even funnier, and we've had a couple of Spurrier quotes from whatever this show is he's doing that has 1 million advertisements on the screen, where he's kind of like throwing shade at Napier. Spurrier's son is on the staff at Florida.
Really?
Yeah, because I was actually, there's all this stuff going around. Florida plays Georgia this week, and Florida,
cocktail party.
The guy calling plays for Florida was like the quarterback coach under Napier.
Okay.
Apparently he called plays in the spring game, and the quarterback threw for like 375 yards and 8 touchdowns or something crazy.
Yeah.
And Napier was like, great, I'm still calling the plays. And so this guy has been on the back lines. He's calling the plays against Georgia this week. So there's been talk about it. So I was Googling Florida staff stuff, and I found out Steve Spurrier Jr. is on the staff at Florida.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's not a good look for me after I say I'm not that bad at this. I'm not as bad as you say.
No, I said competitive.
You said I'm not that competitive at it, and then I just get the first one wrong. Fish, good on you.
Yeah, Fish
Thank
nailed
you.
it.
I count it as a team win, Rosa.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Well, you got to give me a team answer next time. Clip 2.
Damn. True.
Clip 2. Are they going to give the next guy a lot more than they gave him as far as resources? Me, right? I mean, everything was like no. And everything I asked for, they said, well, here you go to the next person. Who said it? I don't have a audio of this one. We just have the tweet.
I mean, John Calipari? Are they going to give the next guy a lot more?
Someone feels like the person who came after him got a lot more resources.
Tommy West.
Tom Allen, was he the head coach? Who was the head coach at Indiana before Signetti?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Who is
Wait, so all right, so explain this first line to me. Are they going to give the next guy a lot more than they gave? Okay, so this is somebody talking about somebody who got fired.
Yeah. And this guy was fired at one point. And he's saying when he asked for stuff, they said no and gave it to the next person. All right, time's running out, fellas.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to say someone like Kevin Sumlin, maybe. But
Yeah,
I don't know why he'd be
Is
in the
this
news.
football?
Yes.
It is football? Shit, I don't know. Sorry.
He's competitive, man. You can't stop it. I get it. Sometimes.
I'm trying to think, like, Mike Gunn, like, who got fired? Like, and who talked about somebody getting fired? I don't know.
All right.
This is Nick Saban, I swear.
Dan Mullen.
Oh, good call. Talking about Florida,
He did an interview with, I believe it was Dan Wolken or somebody like that, who did this interview with him, and he says, we're going to give the next guy, he's basically saying, like, whoever is going to follow him, Dan Wolken, is going to get more than he got, and that he didn't get the resources that Napier got, and then Napier's going to get whoever.
So he's basically saying Napier, they gave him resources.
Yes, that he did not have.
Yeah.
So, All right. Clip 3. Here's a coach who says, it seems like they've got a really good beat on the plays that are coming when they're called, and they do a really good job of taking them away. When you look at their last game, I told you after the game, you might want to switch the signals. It looks like they have the plays. The middle safety is running down to steal slants, which is very abnormal.
That's Lane Kiffin.
That's Lane Kiffin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lane
Train.
Yeah. He talked about, I remember he
was
talked
talking
about
about Oklahoma.
Venables. Yeah, about Venables.
Stealing signals.
Yeah.
A film study of signals. I mean, as I just tell you how it is. I think they do a great job of that. So if you study people really well, you know tendencies, and then you have enough confidence as a coach to go after those, that seems what he does. It seems like, they've got a really good beat on the plays that are coming when they're called, and they do a great job of going and taking those away. When you look at the Auburn game, I mean, I told Hugh after the game watching it, I mean, you might want to switch the signals. Like, it looks like they have the plays. The middle safety's running down to steal slants, which is very abnormal.
You may have just answered my next question, but do you get with that in mind? Do you have to kind of shake everything up from a signal standpoint this week, or do you do that every week anyway?
No, we're going to keep our same signals.
I mean, I guess I was wondering, do you do that every week, or is that something that you have to specifically address because of who you're playing?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and competitively, I can't answer that for you.
No answer, but yes, you guys down, and then they beat Oklahoma. So
Oklahoma's got to win out now.
I wonder if they
make the
changed up.
playoff.
Do you think Ole Miss changed up the signals?
I have no idea. I never studied Ole Miss's signals, so I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
I could
There's
see
nothing
Lane
dumber.
doing. Yeah.
There's nothing dumber than watching college football and seeing these dudes holding up these big sheets behind the coordinators while they're calling in plays.
There is something dumber. It's the teams that have 3 guys wearing different colored caps all doing signals at the same time.
Yeah, and they're like 20 years old.
Yeah.
You really think the plays are coming from those guys?
There's a guy in a green hat, a red hat, and an orange hat, and they all give signals at the same time. And apparently one of them is the one giving the signals and the other one isn't. So I don't know. All right, clip 4. This is one we might all identify with. The good thing, I guess you could say, is I was at my last team by myself. My family stayed home, so the kids would stay in their routine. There's always a challenge sitting in a room by yourself and being a little bit lonely. I'll go sit at a restaurant by myself and realize, man, that's pretty enjoyable to do. I used to see guys sitting at a bar by themselves or sitting by themselves eating, and I would think, I feel so bad for that guy. You almost want to go join him. And now I realize that dude was in heaven. Who said it? This is a topic perhaps all 3 of us could identify with.
I was going to say me.
Fish loves to be alone now.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah.
Although my wife went out of town for a week and my son a couple of weeks ago, and after like 4 days, I was like, all right.
You start to miss it a little bit.
I told her, I was like, there's a reason I married you. Like, I like being around you. And after a week, it's like,
I know. I get that.
This guy says
that's why they invented bathrooms, Lang.
I don't know what that means. I don't like
that. Means you go sit on the toilet by yourself.
But I do that now.
And look at your phone.
Well, that's why during the day.
How often do you all do that? Be honest.
I actually had an idea for a app or a game company.
I don't even have a kid, and I will do that.
We should make a company that makes games specifically for playing on the toilet.
Yeah. Just take that long?
Yeah, mini golf, pool, something like that. Just call it, and the company's called Toilet Games.
Toilet Games?
I like this idea.
It's
I
a good
like this idea.
right?
I don't know who said this, because this could be a lot of people.
The thing you could say is, I was on this team by myself. My family stayed at home, so the kids would stay in their routine. There's always the challenge. Dorian Finney-Smith?
I used to see guys sitting in the bar, and I would think, I feel bad for that guy. Now I realize that dude was in heaven.
Jock Landale.
That's very specific.
Yeah.
So
maybe Fish saw him by himself at the bar. He did. Jock Landale did come over before his wife and kid.
Yeah. So I know Dorian Finney-Smith because Jenna knows Dorian Finney-Smith, and I know his family and kids stayed in Dallas after he got moved to Brooklyn and then L.A. So,
all right, well, you guys are both wrong. Let's play the clip.
Is it basketball? It has to be.
You're way off.
Oh, we're way off.
How are you navigating?
Oh gosh, Joe Flacco.
Well, the good thing, I guess you could say, is that I was in Cleveland by myself. You know, my family was in New Jersey. We decided to do that this year because last year we decided to do it the other way, and this year we just said, hey, let's keep the kids in their routine and see how that goes. And there's been challenges with that. I love being there and around them and doing all those things. But at the same time, like, they get in their routine and they're having a lot of fun back at home. And early on in the season, they came out to Cleveland, and they're going to come out to this week's game. And I think there's always a challenge of sitting in a room by yourself and being lonely. So for me, it's trying to find ways to maybe stay over here a little bit longer, and then, just kind of take myself out of that mindset, call home, go sit at a restaurant by myself, and realize that, man, that's pretty enjoyable to do. After there's not too many situations. I tell people all the time. I mean, I used to see guys sitting at a bar by themselves, or just sitting by themselves eating and grabbing a little meal, and I'm like, man, I feel so bad for that guy. Like, you almost want to go join him. And now I realize, like, that dude was in heaven. And not to say that that's obviously not what I want. I'd rather be at home sitting at the dinner table with my kids and hearing what the hell they were talking about all day. But if you have to do it, then you might as well take advantage of it. So, just little things like that.
Or Cincinnati and
Rob,
starting to see you at restaurants.
Rob, do you get bored sitting alone in the hotel room there?
No, he doesn't. I just answered for him.
Okay.
No, I don't.
All right.
I do. I enjoyed it. I laid in bed today, and then I went and got lunch at like 10 a.m.
Fish, you are.
Did you have breakfast?
No, I didn't have breakfast.
So
I was up at 9. I went and got lunch at 10 because the show was at noon. And after I ate my lunch, I laid in bed till about 10 to noon, and then I joined y'all.
Fish, I feel like you are you're very. We are similar in this, that you are very good at isolation.
Yes,
I am too. I'm very good at isolating myself. To a fault. Like, it's to a fault. I can just. This is very depressing to talk about, but it's true. Like, I get bored. I don't want to do, like, if I get it, like, I will just get in my mind about stuff, like something, I let something just totally about, and I isolate. And I don't want anybody around me. I don't want to talk to people. I'm very good about that.
This is why the Monday Odds Couple is known as more thoughtful, more intimate. We discuss real,
That's right.
real
we discuss
issues,
real things.
real
I am
things in
very,
our lives.
My first, when there is something I don't want to do, like.
What's your first instinct?
Isolate myself.
Yeah.
Get away from people. Don't talk to people. Or something upsets me, it is isolation.
Do you have a good relationship with your mother?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like we're in a counseling session. And
I do have a good relationship with my mom. Yes.
All right, clip 5. Pat Riley and me entered the league in the same year. He tried to guard me, and that's how he ended up as a coach. Who said it?
Who said it? It's an old head.
I don't know what year Pat Riley entered the league.
I mean, it's a long time ago. Pat Riley played for that Kentucky team that lost to Texas Western.
ABA, didn't he?
Yeah,
Did he play in the
he
ABA?
played for the Kentucky team that lost to Texas Western in the national championship.
Kentucky. I'm trying to look at what years.
And he played for against the Glory Road Texas Western team. Like, that was forever ago.
He played for the San Diego Rockets, I think. Who's SDR?
I'm trying to think who's actually like on television of the old heads.
Yeah. He was on the San Diego Rockets.
I think like Sam Mitchell, but I'm like, Sam Mitchell played basketball in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's not Sam Mitchell.
Oscar Robertson? But I don't feel like Oscar Robertson would like, does he talk?
Hey, he has actually over the last couple of years. That's a pretty good one.
Oscar Robertson?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both guards. Like,
do Oscar Robertson.
All right, well, let's say Oscar Robertson.
All right. You can roll it.
Riley and I entered the league the same year.
Ah, my man, Clyde.
He tried to guard me, and that's how he ended up as a coach.
Oh, we should have known that because they did play last night, the Heat and the Knicks. They did. Miami got that dub.
Shout out Clyde Frazier.
That's
last
my man.
one. Yeah, I know. It's one of your style icons. Clip 6. Question is, you're playing another player from your draft class for the first time. Is there anything extra for you to prove yourself? And the player says, nah, every game's the same, man. I'm not trying to compare myself. Comparison is the thief of joy. I'm trying to be happy on the floor. I'm trying to have fun. Who said it?
Like, obviously, this is basketball, right?
Cooper Flag.
What do you think, Roser?
Is there anything extra? But I feel like to prove yourself, he was the number one pick. Like, yeah, I guess I'll roll with it. Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Right draft class, wrong player.
VJ tomorrow.
Oh, VJ.
One of the other top 5 picks.
He's been
in the
awesome
class
so
in
far.
college
He has.
football. First time you're going to play one of these guys from your class like that. Is there anything extra for you to compare yourself, prove yourself against guys in your draft class, or every game kind of the same?
Nah, every game is the same, man. I'm not looking at them as, I'm not trying to compare myself. That's a comparison to thief of joy, man. So I'm trying to be happy on the floor. I'm trying to have fun. I'm not worried about a certain player on the floor. They're a team full of good players. And my main goal is just going there and win, to be honest. That's the main thing for me. I don't compare myself to no other draft picks or anything like that.
I like that we've learned a lot about ourselves and our psyches today through Who Said It. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like that echoes a lot in all of our lives.
It
All right,
does.
we're going to take a break. We're going to come right back here. We got fish nuggets to get to, and we'll look ahead at some of the games for this weekend and some free picks. You're watching The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, We want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media, the Monday edition. Myself, John Roser, Rob Fisher, Kyra's here. And we got a couple more things to get to, but we can't get it through a week's show without going to Rob Fisher for some nuggets. Rob, you got some fish nugs? Let's go.
Yep, we got some nuggets today. You know, you were talking about that Texas game earlier and how they were able to come back and beat Mississippi State. Texas had a 1.4% chance to win with 11:40 left in the fourth quarter, and then finished the game on a 24-0 run to get the OT victory at Mississippi State. Ugh, Texas, lucky.
The funniest part of
Oklahoma State.
As I said, the funniest part of that was that guy BFW from Barstool. Do you know that Brandon Walker? He went to Mississippi State, was at the game, and was standing in the end zone when the Texas guy got the winning touchdown catch, like literally like 5 feet in front of him. Like, I mean, being a fan is the best sometimes, and sometimes it's just the worst. Anyway, go ahead, Rob.
All right, Oklahoma State, they've been awful. They've been outscored 285-77 in 6 games against power conference teams. That's 34.7 points per game that they've been outscored by. The last power conference team with a point differential that bad in a season was Washington State in 2008.
I didn't even mention Oklahoma State when we were talking about job openings, but like that's a job opening that I guess it could be. I wonder if they would go after like a Kenny Dillingham or somebody like that, like a younger guy who you could throw some money at him and they could bring some energy in.
For Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
But they're not going to get Dillingham went to Arizona State. And they don't have the Boone Pickens money anymore.
What about Ryan Silverfield?
They do have money for him. I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Anyway,
I saw Wolken a couple weeks ago bring up. He said Oklahoma State should go hire Mike Norvell, like get him out of Tallahassee, like and give him a fresh start, a fresh contract. I was like,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Power conference teams with 0 wins against power conference teams. North Carolina, Penn State, Oklahoma State, Arkansas, Wisconsin, Boston College, Kentucky, and Purdue.
Wow.
No wins against power conference teams.
I'm surprised. I don't know. I haven't paid attention. I thought Penn State would be on there.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that? Washington, their points per game against Michigan and Ohio State, 6.5. Their points per game against everyone else, 45.2.
You know, that's almost, you could just replace that with like Penn State, and that would have been like the previous years. They can kill everybody else except Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah. With a 44-yard rushing touchdown in the first quarter, Byron Brown now has one 40-yard rushing touchdown in each of the last 4 seasons. The only players to do that are Greg DeRosier Jr. from Memphis and Taylon Green, the quarterback at Arkansas.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. That's a great nugget. Fish, send me that nugget. Text me that nugget.
It's on the
I'll text you that nugget.
I don't have the rundown with me.
I'll send it to you.
You didn't print the rundown off for me, Lang.
It's on my computer. I'll send it to you.
One of your responsibilities.
Is it?
As chief chairman.
Okay.
You're chief chairman today. That's what we call whoever the lead host is chief
chairman.
I've got one for you. I got a rosebud here.
All right.
Okay.
I got a rosebud here. I'm using this on NFL Notes tomorrow, and I know Chris and Devin aren't watching this, so I feel free to use this. The Dallas Cowboys are on pace to become the second team in NFL history to average at least 30 points per game and give up 30 points per game. The only other one to do it, the 1950 New York Yanks, who were led by... Who was that running back? I think his name was Choo Choo. I'm serious. I was like Choo Choo Brown was the running back's name or something. Choo Choo Morris. Yeah. I looked up their roster last night. I was like, who played? Oh, it has to be somebody like that.
Or it sounds like somebody from the Sandlot or something. Yeah.
Or like Skinny Legs McGee or something like that.
Or that's like one of those mafia names. Like
Yeah. He was in the affidavit.
Yeah, he was involved. He knew Terry Rozier. All right, go ahead.
All right, I like this one a lot. Only 2 FBS schools have failed to score more than 25 points against an FBS opponent: North Carolina and LSU.
Wow. You've had North Carolina here twice, and that was the one that was one of my picks this week, was them to not cover.
That's tough
against Virginia, and then they took them to overtime and ended up losing anyway.
Yeah.
But
I can give you another nugget. It got snapped yesterday, but up until yesterday, there was one NFL team who had scored at least 21 points in every game this season. It got snapped yesterday.
Who didn't score 21 yesterday?
Yeah.
I know it's not the Falcons because they got shut out by the Panthers already.
There's not the Falcons. And y'all didn't score 21 against us either.
Yeah.
God, your team is so
terrible.
I watch them and I'm like, yo, man, they can look really good and they got talent. And then it's like, what the hell is this?
Everyone figured out that you can just run it up the middle against the Falcons.
Oh.
That's what you guys did.
Yeah.
That's what the Dolphins did. And they just hold the clock, keep
right.
That's
fair.
That's what's happening. The Browns?
No.
Giants?
No.
I don't know.
It was the Bears.
Oh.
And then they lost. They only had 16 yesterday against the Ravens. But yeah, prior to that game, they had 21 at every game. Also, it's a note I'm using tomorrow in NFL Notes, but I know Chris and Devin aren't watching.
I'm going to put it in the chat before you say it.
Thanks.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. That's good. We're good.
All right. Monday Night Football tonight. We got the Chiefs and the Commanders, who are, I believe, without Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Who's starting a QB for them?
Marcus Mariota.
But they got Deebo Samuel and they got Terry McLaurin back, so that'll at least help Mariota.
Well, they're still 10-point dogs in this one.
I would go with Rashee Rice has like 20. The Chiefs the last couple of years, I think it said they've scored like 40. It was like 41 or 42 touchdowns, and Rashee Rice has 21 of them, and he's like barely played.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's playing now.
Yeah, he's playing now. So I would do. I'd find a Rashee Rice anytime touchdown.
Right,
yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
What do you think? You got anything on that one tonight, Fish?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
I am too.
It's a big
Washington
number.
just hasn't looked good.
They've been
and the
banged
Chiefs, I think, are looking better every week.
Yeah.
Is it tonight World Series also? Game 3?
Yes.
Yeah, tonight's Game 3. I was hoping it was last night because it would have been a good night to have it on. Tonight you get Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Do we know who's pitching tonight? I haven't even looked.
Max Scherzer on the hill for the Blue Jays.
He's going to throw 78 pitches in 2 innings. And then Tyler Glasnow is on the bump for the Dodgers.
Let's do
tomorrow night. Ohtani's starting.
Yeah, let's do a little Rashee Rice anytime touchdown with Ohtani home run parlay.
Oh, okay. Cross sport.
Yeah, cross sport. Hey, it's Sports Galaxy or whatever today.
What? Yesterday was tight end day.
No, it was tight end day. No, it's like Galaxy Sports Day or something. There's NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and hockey, and I think there's even freaking soccer going on. I think there's even MLS going on. If it's MLS season, I have no idea.
There's European soccer's happening now.
European soccer is happening right now. Here, let me see if we can get batter props here. Home runs, yeah. Ohtani, and then we'll go Rashee Rice anytime touchdown.
Okay.
Oh man, that's plus 377. Those odds suck. Rashee Rice anytime touchdown.
There's only 2 hockey games tonight. St. Louis at Pittsburgh, Boston at Ottawa.
Oh, we're gonna go Pens on the money line.
Okay.
Now we do all 3 of those. Sorry, Fish. I know you're a Blues guy. Let's go. If you go Ohtani homer, Rashee Rice anytime TD score, Pens money line, you get plus 831.
Okay.
Plus 831. And then here, let's go.
What else you got?
Let's go Sidney Crosby to score a goal. Now we're looking at 1780. Plus 1780. Go Crosby. Sid the Kid. Still voted by the players of the NHL as the best all-around player in hockey.
We'll count that as our free pick for tonight. You can catch Fish tonight on the Grizzlies game. Grizzlies against the Warriors, 9 o'clock Central Time tip-off.
I'll be on radio.
Oh, Roser's on
Pre,
radio.
half, and post. I'll be on the radio.
92.9 ESPN.
92.9 and starting at 8:30. Talking to Mike Wallace out in San Francisco. Eric Hasseltine interviews Coach Isolo. And Grizz Files tonight. What timing? Cedric Coward.
Hey, how you like that?
Yeah.
Fish, have a good call tonight. We'll see you on FanDuel Sports Network. The broadcast starts at 9 o'clock. Thanks for joining us from San Fran.
Sounds good, fellas.
And for John Rosa, for Kyra Black, I'm Lang Whitaker. Appreciate you guys joining us. See you on Thursday for the big show. You're watching Grind City Media.